Hello everyone, welcome to Wi-Fi Learn. In this video, we can see some problems regarding Kirchhoff voltage law. In this video, I have taken a problem from the Electrical Circuit Theory and Technology by John Bird book. So there are many problems, solved problems as well as supplementary problems is also there in the book. Please check it out. If you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section. I'll respond. Let's move on to the topic. Apply in this problem. Apply KVL and find the value of E, that energy source in the network. Here the branches are connected in the form of delta shaped. The current is flowing in the clockwise direction. The value of current given here is 2 ampere. And we can apply a KVL. It is very easy. The current is flowing in a clockwise direction and we can start from here. This terminal. It is positive, negative. All the passive element resistance will produce a potential fall. So the entering terminal will be positive, leaving terminal will be negative. Entering positive, leaving negative. Entering positive, leaving negative. Entering positive, leaving negative. The current will be flowing from the clockwise direction. So here it is a potential fall. The current is entering the positive terminal and leaving the negative terminal. So it is potential fall. Representing that as minus 4 volt, and resistance will produce a drop of minus 2 into 1 ohm, and here the 2 ampere current is flowing here. It is also will produce a potential drop minus 2 into 2 ohm. Here the current is entering negative and leaving the positive. So entering negative and leaving positive means it is a potential rise. So represent that as positive 3. The current will enter this resistance, so minus of 2 into 2.5, right? And the current is entering negative and leaving the positive. It is a potential rise, right? Positive, negative. So plus 6 volt. Here the 2 ampere current will enter positive, so minus 2 into 1.5 and leaving positive, so plus E is equal to 0. On the whole, we can sum up all the sources in left hand side. That we can sum up all the sources. 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus E is equal to, current is common here. So you can take the common current out and add all the resistance, 1 plus 2 plus 2.5 plus 1.5. We can do like this also. So we'll get the value as 5 plus E. The value of E is 9 volt. The value of E is 9 volt. It's very simple. Just by doing KVL throughout the network, we can find the value of unknown electrical source present in the circuit. See, in this problem, using Kirchhoff laws to find the value of current flowing in the 6 ohm resistor and the power dissipated in the 4 ohm resistor. We can use KCL and KVL here to find 6 and 4 ohms. So first of all, we have to find the value of the current flowing here. That is the total current which is flowing in the circuit. I am representing that as I1, and the current will divide here as I2 and I3, and again the circuit will close after the current reaching the negative terminal. So to find the current, first of all, find the value of resistance that present in the circuit, total resistance. Here 6 and 4 are connected in parallel. So the R equivalent in parallel connection can be given by 6 into 4 divided by 6 plus 4. You will get a value of 2.4 ohms, and the R total resistance in the circuit is 2.4 plus 5 will get a R total is equal to 7.4 ohms present in the circuit. Now we can find the total current which is flowing according to the Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. 40 divided by 7.4 ohms will give the total current value as 5.4 ampere. The current flowing here will be of 5.4 ampere, and the current will divide here as I2 and I3. We can use a current division rule to find the value of current I2 or I3. But they are specifically asking the value of current flowing through the 6 ohm resistor. Here according to KCL, the current divided can be given by I1 is equal to sum of the current outgoing through KCL. So the value of current I2 by using current division technique, total current is 5.4 amps, opposite resistance divided by the total resistance is 6 plus 4, 10. You will get the value of current I2 is equal to 2.16 ampere. The current flowing through 6 is 2.16 ampere. Now apply KCL here. 5.4 current will be flowing here and 2.6 current will be leaving here. Then the remaining current will leave in I3, right? So you subtract the value and put the value of I3 as 3.29. 3.29. Now they have asked the value of power dissipated in the 4 ohm resistor. Power dissipated, power in the resistor, dissipation, power dissipated in resistor 4 ohms. Power can be given by the formula of V into I. We need the voltage value here, right? We need the voltage value of this 4 ohms into the current, or we can represent the voltage in terms of Ohm's law as power is equal to I into R. So the power equation can also be represented I square R. So the value of the current which is flowing through 4 ohms is 3.29 the whole square into the resistance value is 4. The power value in the 4 ohms resistor, power dissipated is 41.99 watts, near 42 watts. 42 watts power dissipated in 4 ohms. Understood? It is very easy. We can use KCL, KVL. We can find the value of voltage drop in this 5 ohms resistor together with the, and apply KVL in this loop alone. 40 volt 5 ohm, 40 volt and 5 ohms resistor. That voltage drop will be dropped across this 4 ohms and 6 ohm resistor. So if we find the voltage, we can find the power dissipation in 4 ohm resistor just by multiplying voltage into current. Okay, but this is very easy procedure. Instead of finding the voltage drop across at least 6 ohms or drop across this 40 volt in series with the 5 ohms resistor. It is very easy to find by using the current division rule and then power dissipation formula of I square R. I hope you understood these problems. If you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section. If you like this video and you know the drill, like, share and subscribe to Wi-Fi Learn. Thanks for watching the video.